have an important call or something, it's because I wrote some notes. And today with the wind, I'm glad I didn't have it on paper, but if I look at it, you'll know why I'm looking at it. So, my name is Jerry Willard. I'm the Vice President of the American Coaster Enthusiasts. And I know we have many members here today, and that's not a coincidence with Richard. He was always very active, very much a part of our community here in Northern California and and across the nation. He gave so much to our organization, and I actually became more involved in our organization in a roundabout way through Richard's events here. He was a long time, and still is, longtime host of our ACE Northern California holiday party, where, as people have mentioned, it used to be at It Must Be Magic up on the hill, their house, and then we'd come down here to Playland at the beach, way before it was the museum that it is today. But I was a type of member who would just show up at events and not really interact, and I was an ACER, but I didn't really know anybody, and it was in a roundabout way through Richard's hosting of events that I started to get more active and things like that. So he was very much, like I said, a part of our organization. Speaking of our organization, I know I should say Stephen Wilson, who's our Northern California regional rep, really wanted to be here and take part in this as well, but unfortunately he's back in Oklahoma with family. So, but I wanted to be sure and mention him as well, because I know he very much wanted to be a part of this as well. As I said, I was a member from 1999 on. Richard has always been a very big friend, supporter, advocate for ACE, and a recruiter. He recruited many people who were here volunteering to become ACE members. You've already met one of them. Nicholas actually is the assistant regional rep that Richard helped recruit for us. So, he was just always doing those sort of things. You hear a lot of the themes as people have talked about what Richard gave. It was no different with our organization. He was always giving and giving. In fact, that's partly why I got to know Richard a little bit more, as you heard stories about people volunteering here. I want to call it spackle, but the stories of doing things in there, that was the same thing for me. I came over a couple times, just wanted to sort of help out as well, and throw a paintbrush in my hand, and next thing you know, I'm painting a couple walls in different rooms and things like that. That's how I wanted to give a little back to Playland Not at the Beach. Anyway, getting to the awards, I'm like probably Nicholas, a little lost for words too. Richard was somebody who was a great mentor. Even this past year, as things weren't probably as great for him as they obviously could have been. He was very much helping our organization, very much supporting of it, and helping us sort of resolve some things that the organization needed to address. In a small way, I wanted to make sure that we gave back to Richard as well. So at our March executive committee meeting, I brought forward recommendation to award an honorary membership. At the time, it was to Playland Not at the Beach, because Richard over the years had been a member of our organization, but he had changed that to be a corporate member for Playland Not at the Beach. So I had gone into the meeting going, okay, I really want to get this honorary membership for Playland. And our group actually said, no, we're going to award both for Richard and for Playland. So there's two plaques here I'd like to present to Frank on behalf of the American Coaster Enthusiasts for all of Richard and Playland's contributions to our organization over the years. So I'll read the plaques for you, and you'll kind of get a flavor for what he's done over the years. So. The first one says, American Coaster Enthusiast is pleased to recognize Richard Tuck as an honorary member. ACE salutes Richard Tuck for his dedication to the organization and his tireless contributions that benefited ACE and its members. Since joining ACE in 1987, Richard was a relentless cheerleader and supporter of ACE, with many of his contributions remaining in the background. The driving force behind the creation and development of the Playland Not at the Beach Museum, designed to preserve roller coasters and amusement park history, Richard frequently promoted ACE to visitors and volunteers, and successfully recruited new members and even regional representatives for ACE over the years. Whether through his relationship with an amusement operator or a traveling circus, Richard provided events, behind-the-scenes tour, and special opportunities for ACE members. As generous host of the annual ACE NorCal holiday party for 19 years running, Richard welcomed ACE members with open arms to his coaster memorabilia spectacular home and museum, and was the only two-time winner of the ACE Northern California Region Spirit Award. And I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, where we've actually decided to rename that award in Richard's honor. So Richard also purchased and helped salvage portions of the Devil's Coach Wooden Wild Mouse roller coaster and made substantial contributions to ACE funds through auctions and donation. Richard was a true friend, leader, mentor, and resource to ACE, and gave so much to further ACE's goals. Presented July 2011. The other one for blowing away here. So the second plaque says, American Coaster Enthusiast is pleased to recognize Playland Not at the Beach as an honorary member. ACE salutes Playland Not at the Beach for preserving the history of classic amusements. The vision and creation of ACE member Richard Tuck, Playland Not at the Beach Museum of Fun, officially opened in 2008 as a non-profit museum following years of unofficial operation. The museum has preserved historic artifacts, photographs, and materials related to roller coasters and amusements from the defunct Playland at the Beach amusement park in San Francisco, and has contributed significantly to research on the history of roller coasters in the San Francisco Bay Area. The museum has significant roller coaster pieces, including a car from the Devil's Coach Wooden Mouse and a rare original Aero Development coaster car from the historic Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk Giant Dipper. The museum also has developed a roller coaster rampage attraction and exhibit intended to enhance the museum's efforts to spotlight roller coasters, including a coaster video footage database project. The museum offers discounted admission to all ACE members and provides unique volunteer opportunities and amazing experience through its activities, while often serving as a base of operations for the ACE Northern California region's meetings and events. The museum's dedication to roller coasters and amusement industry serves as an inspiration to enthusiasts interested in history and preservation, an integral part of ACE's mission. Presented July 2011. I also just want to say, as I said, I presented it trying to get the Playland membership. I wasn't anticipating getting both, and they were voted on unanimously and very much supportive of awarding Richard and recognizing him. So. Thank you.
Thank you very much on behalf of Richard and Playland.